This is what yesterday was like. We had a big storm with strong gusts of wind, with showers of heavy rain and some hail too. And all that alternating with periods of sun. But there were gusts of wind so strong that I thought my palm tree would be blown away. And all my plants were continuously massacred by the wind. But they all seem okay. It was much worse further north from me. Structures were overthrown and over 500 trees fell down. But it's all okay now. The calmness is back and so is the sun. It's time to stop being lazy and get to work. Today I'm checking on my string of pearls, and as you can see, the stems are quite long already. The last time I repotted, which was last summer, I placed this succulent too high in the pot. So when I pour water, it slides over the sides. That's why I need to correct that situation. There is something else I want to do. I like my hanging plants to be bushy on top before they grow long. That means I'm going to give this plant a haircut. I must find a way to prevent these beads from breaking from the stems, so I'm pulling them up like this. I brought this aluminum foil from the kitchen to wrap them up. Of course, this way the beads will get all tangled up. To make it right, I should wrap the stems in this foil one by one before pulling them up. But it's okay, I will untangle them afterwards. Either way, it takes a bit of patience and time to deal with this succulent. I still need to put another piece of this foil. The first one was not enough. Now for the difficult part, turning it over to take it out of the pot. Depending on how the root ball is, it may hold or break apart. I have no idea how good the roots have grown since I repotted this plant in the summer. Wow, it came out in one piece. The roots are quite well spread. However, not very tight yet. Should I remove the bottom layer? Yeah, that's what I will do. It will fit better in the new pot, and it will also stimulate the root growth. This is the hanging basket I'm going to use now. I've placed some wine corks on the bottom for extra drainage, although this would not have been really necessary on this type of hanging basket. pot is slightly wider than the previous one. The soil I use is just a good potting soil, and I usually mix it with all sorts of things I have at the moment. In this one I mixed some sliced wine corks and some grit. I am also mixing some vermiculite to help hold moisture, because when my pots dry up, they really dry up, and then it's so difficult to rehydrate the dirt. The vermiculite will help me with that. So now I'm filling in the sides. I might have to put some soil on top to fill in some gaps, but we'll do that later. It is now time to untangle the stems and the beads. That will take quite some time, so we'll pause and we'll be back afterwards. And there it is, all tidy up, but I still have to do the haircut. Can you see the stems at the top of the vase? They became bare, most likely due to the weight of the stems. Can you see here? On all of them, they have become weak as well. Also, we can see that there is plenty of space on the surface of the pot to place more stems. I want this plant to be bushier on top, which will not only make the plant fuller, but also stronger and even more beautiful, because when it's fuller on the top, it will have more stems drooping down. It kind of breaks my heart having to cut these beautiful pendant stems, but I have to do it, and I'm sure it will pay off in the future. And it's done. It was not so bad after all. I did not cut too hard, and I have plenty of cuttings anyway to plant back on top of the vase. And so now I'm back on my potting bench. Let me just adjust closer so that you can see better what I'm doing next. I must now fill the gaps at the surface with some more soil. This strand is still out of the place. Now, before I plant the cuttings, I must do something about the bare stems at the rim of the pot. What I want to do is induce the bare stems to make new roots. So I got some paper clips that I will use to hold the stems and put them in contact, hold them in contact with the soil. I cut the paper clips in half with this wire cutter. Then I get a wire with a U shape, and that is what I will use on the bare stems to hold them against the soil. If they make roots, the stems will get stronger, and they will not become straggly with the weight over the rim of the pot. Let's speed it up a little bit. And now it's time to plant the cuttings. in doubt about which is the bottom part, I can also use a paper clip to hold them in the soil by the middle of the stem. I expect the stems to grow roots on the contact point with the soil, originating more stems in the future. And now here we can see where my string of pearls will be living, right next to my string of bananas. This is a highlight position with filtered sun during the afternoon. It's a place where they love to be. And this is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope to meet you in the next one. Bye bye.